All since I've been narrating the stories and stuff. Alright, time to start. The story is named The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Once upon a time, in a small countryside village surrounded by rolling green hills, fresh clean air, and a large flock of sheep, there lived a young shepherd boy named Ben. Ben was a cheerful and playful boy, but he sometimes got bored very easily. Every morning Ben took the sheep up the hill to graze. He watched them from morning until afternoon, making sure they were safe from danger. Good morning, my fluffy friends. Ready to go up the hill? Sheep, baa baa. Ben, I'll take that as a yes. Come on, follow me. The sheep followed him happily, bouncing along the soft grass. Ben led them to the top of the hill, where the view was beautiful and he could see the whole village below. Ben sat under his favorite tree, watching the sheep nibble the grass. Sometimes he sang, sometimes he talked to the sheep, as if they were his classmates. But days passed, weeks passed, and Ben's routine stayed the same. Nothing changed. Slowly, the boredom began to grow inside him. Watching the sheep all day is so boring. I wish something exciting would happen. One afternoon, while lying on the grass and staring at the clouds, Ben suddenly had an idea. A terrible idea, but to him, it sounded fun. What if I pretend there's a wolf? The villagers will run up here. At least something interesting will happen. So Ben jumped up, took a deep breath, and ran straight toward the village. Wolf! Wolf! There's a wolf! Help! Help! Down in the village, people were shocked. A wolf up the hill? We must help Ben! Hurry! They grabbed sticks, tools, and anything they could use to protect the sheep, and they ran up the hill as fast as they could. When they reached the top, they looked around, breathing heavily. Ben, where's the wolf? Ben laughed so hard he could barely speak. Ha ha ha, I'm just kidding. There's no wolf. The villagers were angry. Ben, this is not funny. Don't ever lie like that again. They walked back down the hill, shaking their heads. Ben felt a little guilty, but also very entertained. A few days later, boredom returned. And like before, Ben wanted excitement. So once again he cried, Wolf! Wolf! There's a wolf! Help! Help! Down in the village, the people froze. Not again. Is he telling the truth this time? What if it's real? We must check. So they ran up the hill again. Their hearts pounded. Their breath grew heavy. Their legs burned from the run. When they arrived, they discovered it was just a joke again. All right, Ben, where's the wolf? Ben couldn't hold his laughter. Ha ha ha, I tricked you again. You all got food. This time, the villagers were furious. Ben, that's enough. If you keep lying, no one will believe you anymore. You're wasting our time. Remember this. They left disappointed and angry. Ben watched them go. For a moment, he felt sorry, but he just shook his head. Well, at least it wasn't boring. But the next day was not fun at all. Late in the afternoon, Ben heard a strange noise behind him. He turned around slowly and stopped. A real wolf was standing near the sheep. Its eyes were very sharp and could feel his heart beating fast. He took a step back, but the wolf did not move away. Ben knew this was dangerous. Ah, wolf, wolf, there's a real wolf. Please help me! He screamed louder than ever before. He waved his arm, he shouted until his voice cracked. Please, someone, help! Wolf! Wolf! But down in the village, people heard his voice and ignored it. Not again. It's just another joke. I'm not going. He fooled us twice. No one came. The wolf attacked the sheep. Ben tried to stop it, but he was just a boy. By the time the wolf left, many sheep were gone, and the rest scattered across the hillside. Ben sat on the ground, crying very hard. The villagers finally came to check later. They saw what happened. They saw what had happened. Ben, why didn't you tell the truth the first two times? I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I thought it was just for fun. I didn't know this would happen. The villagers helped him gather what was left of the flock, but they couldn't recover the lost sheep. And so, everyone in the village learned an important lesson. When you lie, even once or twice, people lose their trust in you. And when the time comes that you really need help, no one will believe your words. These Aesop fables teach us an important lesson. Always tell the truth. Truth is easy to lose. Trust is easy to lose and very hard to get back. I hope everyone can learn a good lesson and enjoy a new, fun experience from the story I have shared. Thank you, and goodbye for today. Alright, I hope you got that right.